Welcome to Tina Tries. Carbonite is so last decade. Strawberry filling, on the other hand, is timeless. Here's the pop culture collectible you never knew you needed. Next on Tina Tries. Today's print is by Stormcrow13 and can be found on MakerWorld. This was printed on an H2C in white PLA. This print took 3.5 hours to complete and used just under 100 grams of filament. You'll also need some acrylic paint and some Mod Podge. As usual, I'll link everything in the description below. Let's check out the build. Here are the printed pieces. Let's make this look even more like a Pop-Tart. No assembly for this one. Super easy, and I think this is gonna be fun. So let's see. I'm gonna start by painting the pastry part. I'm gonna use a beige color, maybe a little bit of yellow or a cream color. Still a little bit too beige. Let's add some more of this cream color. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that'll work. That's a decent shade, so I'm gonna leave it like that. So I'm gonna paint the whole pastry this color, and then we will move on to the frosting. For this part, I'm just using a flat, angular brush. That way I can get right up to the edge of where the frosting starts without painting the frosting. There's the front of the Pop-Tart. Now I'm going to paint the back because we don't want to leave the back unfinished. I am just using regular apple barrel acrylic paints for this. I also think that paint markers would work pretty well on this. All right, so while that's drying, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown paint to this so that we can make it look like it's toasted on the edges a little bit. Let's try a little bit of orange. Doesn't feel like a very toasted color to me. That's a little better. Let's see how that does. So I'm just gonna lightly brush on a little bit of this toasty brown color, and I'm gonna really smooth it out so that it sort of blends in with the beige that we already painted on the Pop-Tart. So there we have our Pop-Tart with some toasted edges now. Since I am going to make this just a regular strawberry Pop-Tart, I'm going to paint the frosting white, but you can also just leave it as the white PLA if you prefer to do that. I wanted to paint the white on here even though I used white PLA so that it looks like the frosting was put on afterward. Now comes the fun part. We get to put sprinkles on here. So we are going to do the traditional Pop-Tart colors. I'm gonna have green, red, orange, and yellow sprinkles on there. I want a detail brush because the sprinkles should be kind of tiny. I am going to start with my red. And the beauty of these Pop-Tarts is the sprinkles are all different colors and shapes and sizes. So you don't need to be precise. You can use whatever colors you want. Long sprinkles, you can do whatever you want. There are my red sprinkles. Now I'm gonna do green. Every once in a while, I'm pressing down a little bit harder to make a bigger dot. That way it looks a little bit more random. Let's do a few yellow. And last but not least, we'll add some orange. And there we have our Han Solo in a Pop-Tart. I love this. This is so ridiculous and awesome. The last step is going to be to cover this in Mod Podge. I want the pastry to be matte Mod Podge because obviously Pop-Tarts are not shiny. And I am going to put gloss Mod Podge on the frosting because that does have a slight shine to it on a real Pop-Tart. I'm gonna start with the matte Mod Podge first. I'm gonna put that on the pastry part of it, and then we will do the glossy Mod Podge on the frosting. So there we have our coat of the matte Mod Podge, and now I'm going to do the shiny on the frosting part. And And there we have our gloss Mod Podge, and this is ready to rock. And here is the completed Han Solo in a Pop-Tart. This is hilarious and awesome, and it was so much fun to paint. Here are my rankings for this project. Ease of printing. This one gets a 9. No AMS is required, but I did need to make some minimal changes to the file. First, I oriented it on the plate so that it would print at the highest quality while still keeping the hands intact. I also had to add supports to it. For this one, I used normal supports and printed it on an angle, which reduced the visible layer lines and did a really good job of keeping the hands intact. It was a little bit tricky to remove the supports without losing any of the fingers, but a little bit of patience did the trick. Ease of assembly. This one gets a 10. There is no assembly. All I had to do was paint it to look like my favorite flavor of Pop-Tart, and that was really fun. This is even a great project for kids. They can paint it to look like whatever their favorite flavor of Pop-Tart is. I do recommend sealing your finished piece in Mod Podge to prevent it from getting scratched in the future. I love this. I know. That's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new episodes. There will be a new basketball reaction up this Friday, so hopefully you will join me for that one. Let me know what your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart is in the comments section below, and I will see you on the next one.